Welcome back to Holistic Healing Association. Today, I have a special dear friend of mine and my child's godmother, Rishma. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I am happy to be here.
And can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I am Rishma. I am basically from India. My province is Kerala. We say it's God's own country because people in that province are very devoted to God. They are very rich in Catholic tradition and everything. And it's mainly called God's own country because of its beauty of the landscape too. And I am happily married with Roche Joseph Kalatil for 8 years. And we have 3 children, 2 girls and a baby boy. I love teaching and I love spend my time with my kids, playing with them, teaching them small things in their own ways and reading stories and giving them small tasks to be engaged in their day. And I'm a homemaker. And also I love sports, especially like running. And I love reading, listening to music, hanging out with my friends, and so on. Thank you. Thank you, Erin, for having me.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you. And today we're here to talk about trauma. Rishma, have you experienced a trauma in your life?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell us about your trauma story?
Yes. It's about 13 years ago. I was traveling in a public transport system, like bus in our place to take my college bus to our college. And during that time, an elephant was coming towards our bus. It was just running after piercing its mouth with its big tusk, and the elephant came with a comforting sound. It was so wild, and it started to grab the people, especially first it came towards the driver. And the driver was but the driver didn't stop the bus. He was turning to different ways, so the elephant tried to grab him, but he couldn't. The elephant come to the other side to grab the people. So I was watching it and I was like frozen. I lost like what to do, how to face this situation. I was so scared and terrified because we back in there we have heard a lot of stories about elephants piercing the mouths and running. Sometimes they can be wild. So I was frozen for a second, and the elephant came and pulling and shaking the bus, and we were like tumbling, and everybody fell to my body, and I can't. Then suddenly I passed out. Yeah, that was the starting of that traumatic story.
And what caused you to pass out?
I think there are two possibilities. One might be I was so scared. I with that with that panic in my mind, I passed out. Or I think there are a lot of people who, when the elephant was turning around the bus, and the bus was hitting on the ground, I was on the left side of the bus on the window seat. So in India, it is like warm climate, especially in our province. So the buses are open. So the window seat will have a lot of metallic bars. So when I tripped down, or when the bus was fall down, I was on the side and the people were falling onto my body, and my head was hitting on the metallic road. So maybe that might cause me to pass out. So I think the first one, maybe because of panic, might be. I don't know.
Okay. It would make sense. And
Yeah.
became in the frozen state.
Yeah.
And did you have to go to the hospital after the elephant attacked you?
Yeah, yes. So after that, like I was taken out by some people, and so I got little bit of conscious, and I was walking. Then suddenly the elephant came again. So the people who were helping me, they dropped me out.
And ran. They left you.
Yeah, yeah. So one of the boy from our college, he was junior to me. He took a stone and threw it to the elephant's face. So usually it can cause elephant to snatch him and like crush him to death. But luckily the elephant ran away because the elephant got scared, and the elephant ran away. So then I got my conscious little bit more, and they took me to the hospital. Yeah.
So the man may have saved your life.
Yeah, yeah.
And how long did you stay in the hospital for?
A week, maybe 7 to 10 days, I was in the hospital.
And what injuries had occurred?
There was 2 fractures in my ribs, like fourth and fifth rib got fractured, and I was having a little bit of internal bleeding, but that was completely fine after 3 days of observation. And when the people stormed on my body, my left eye got like swollen, and the nerves got some like contractions, I think, and it was fully in red in color. When I could not open my eyes fully, it was like fully swollen, and when people see me, they will scare because it was full red, and it was like so much big. Yeah. And I took maybe one month or 1.5 month rest to heal my fractures of the ribs, because the doctors didn't do anything to for the fractures. They told since it is of the ribs fracture, it will heal naturally by taking good rest.
Wow. I would have been terrified.
Yeah. Mhm.
And how did this event affect your nervous system afterwards?
So the nervous system, like I think I was frozen for a while, like for maybe 1 week after the shock. And I was thinking about, like, we human beings are sometimes very helpless. Like we can do a lot of things to save or to help, but still we are not, we some things are not in our control. Especially I saw two people were died in this scene, and one was the mahout. The elephant pierced him, and he was very young, about 26 years old. He was very passionate about the elephants, and he came to become a mahout. So
And
at
what
the
is
hospital,
that? Sorry, what is on my head?
mahout means the person who trains the elephants, like
Okay.
kind of master. He knows how to. In India, we train the elephants for carrying the logs for festivals and all. We will expose them.
So
So
this,
this mahout will, yeah. So this mahout will train the elephants. Yeah.
okay. So this was not a wild elephant.
No, no. The elephant is owned by a person in nearby our place. Yeah. Like persons in India, especially in our province, they love elephants. Especially I am from a place where Hindu religion is prominent. So Hindus love elephants too. They consider it as a god, and they will, for all their festivals, also for the festivals of Muslims, they will bring elephants like a big diet, like idol. Yeah, and there will be a lot of fun things to do with elephant. They will decorate the elephant. It's very beautiful to see.
And how is the elephant treated?
Elephant was treated like very nicely, because it's not like sometimes in India the elephants they can go wild sometimes. So usually if they go wild, the authorities of that elephant, they will come and they will give a shoot to the elephant, so then to calm down the elephant. So after this scenario, the authorities came, like I think veterinary doctor maybe, and they came and they shot the elephant because that will help to calm down the elephant. And after that, they will be taken to their master's place. Then they will be treated very nicely.
Oh,
Yeah.
so are you saying when they capture elephants, they do this? Or are you talking about when the elephant attacked you?
Yeah, when elephant attacked me. Yeah. And
Okay.
sometimes the elephants, there are many occasions where elephants go wild in like this. So you at all that times they will come, the authorities will come and shoot that, and then the elephant will be calming down soon. Like they will go into a relaxed state, and then the elephant will be behaving very nicely.
And what happened to the elephant after it was shot?
Then the elephant got like it go to kind of sedative state. It goes into sedation, and after that, after some hours, it comes to back to normal life. And the owner of the elephant, he took that elephant to his home again, and I saw that elephant after that too a couple of times, and the elephant was fine, no problem at all. And I don't know recently if that elephant is still alive. Maybe I have seen that elephant about 6 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
And when you saw the elephant after the event, how did you feel?
Like I was okay because I saw the elephant from a far distance. So I was very calm.
Just not too close again.
Not too close, no. I won't go too so close to the elephant now.
And how did you receive healing?
Mhm. Yeah. So when I got a break of 1 month after this injury, then I was all alone in the house. And after 2 weeks, I moved to a residence in my college. So I thought a lot about it, and I understood like it's these things are not in our control. So I completely trusted on God, and I thanked God for saving me from this situation. And yeah, and I thought that it's a new life for me, so I have to live more joyfully, more faithfully to my God and to my family and friends. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And how many people were injured on the bus?
Mhm. I would say 4 or 5 people were injured. Yeah.
And
And
how
one
many?
person, yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
So one person who was in the bus, he was so critical. The doctors told them he will pass away soon, like on that moment itself. But it's a miracle that he's alive today too. Like he was in the bus and he was having a high power of spectacles and he cannot see anything without the glass. So in India, the public bus will be like very congested. It will be with full of people. So when people told the elephant is coming, many people started to run away, like jump down from the bus, step down from the bus. So this man also started to step down. So in that push and pull, he lost his glasses, so he couldn't see anything. Then people stepped down on him, and he was under the bus because elephant started to take the bus up and down, and it was like lifting and putting down the bus. So he was under the bus. The elephant did it for maybe couple of times, I would say 4 or 5 times. And after this event happened, like after the elephant was taken away, then they called the JCB to lift the bus and to help him to come out. But unfortunately, the JCB lost its control, and the JCB and the bus fell down on his body. So that completely crushed his bladder, all the internal organs. And he was taken to the hospital, was in a very bad condition. Doctors told he won't survive, but it took long years, about maybe 6 months. Like he was in the hospital, then he was in his house, like he was lying down. And after I think 1 or 2 years, He was in the wheelchair. Now he's still in the wheelchair, but still he's able to do the things by himself. And he's now making rosaries for the church, and he's living his life very beautifully. So I find it as a miracle.
And it wasn't his time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The doctors told this man will pass out and Mahout, he will come back to life. But the Mahout, he was undergoing a surgery because his intestine got pierced. So they were doing a surgery, but the bleeding couldn't stop. It was like unceasing, and the Mahout passed away very quickly. And also
And
there was another person. Sorry. Yeah.
no, sorry, go ahead.
So there was also another person who came to visit his family for a 2-month visit from Middle East. So he was going in his two-wheeler, and many people told him, warned him that the elephant is there, you don't go. But he was very excited and enthusiastic to watch the elephant. He just went there, and the elephant spotted him, and he was crushed to death on the spot. Yeah,
Very
that was
sad.
also sad. Yeah, very sad story. Yeah.
Sounds very traumatic.
Yeah,
How many people were on the bus?
I would say maybe 100, around 100, 120.
And most of them escaped without injury.
Yeah, yeah. Only 4 or 5 people got injured. Like some people, many people hang on the bars on the bus. So they had some like strains or spranks from that hanging on the bars, but they were completely fine. Because when the elephant was doing all this drama, but they forcefully hang on to the bars, which saved them from hitting.
So depending on where you were positioned on the bus when it happened.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you. And what advice do you have for our viewers?
I would advise like trauma will come, each person will have to experience some kind of trauma in their life. We cannot escape from it, but I feel like we have to face it. Sometimes at that moment it might be very difficult to face it. Like as I freeze at that certain point, we might freeze somewhere in our life, but still we can go forward with a courage and determination in our life, and we trust in our God, the Lord Almighty. Yeah. So we can live our life very joyfully.
Well, thank you so much, Rishma. And that's great advice. And thank you, everyone, for joining in today.
Thank you, Erin. It was so nice to share my experience with you. Thank you for having me here. Thank
Thank you.
you.